Hey there, Capricorns. Welcome to Gazing in the Stars. I hope you guys are doing good today. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, let's see. And Happy New Year to you guys. All right, this reading is going to be for the first half of the month, Capricorns. All right, let's get started. Holy Spirit, tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. We got here extravagant gestures. Gestures from the heart, walking the talk, making it up to you. So we got someone toxic coming in, okay? Okay, this is someone that's not good for you. This person is in low vibration. It's a toxic relationship, but we got extravagant gestures coming in. So you're going to be dealing with someone, or that could be you, take it how it resonates. The relationship feels toxic, but despite there being toxicity in this connection, there's gestures from the heart. Someone trying to make things up, like doing things to make up. We got here protection. Don't want to hurt you, protecting connection, and protective over you. So it looks like here, I feel like this is someone you have not been intimate with in a long time. I also feel like someone has been single. Oh, the both of you. The both of you have. We got here mirroring. Okay, so the both of you have been abstaining from intimacy. Both of you have not been experiencing any action in love. The both of you don't want to hurt each other, but there's something about the two of you being together that's toxic though. You don't want to hurt each other. You're protective over the connection, over each other. So it says here, okay, so what I'm getting here, this feels like push-pull, like a push-pull connection. It's like it's not good for you, but you're not good for each other, but you can't stay away from each other, because we got here knowing the path. And I feel like that's what it is. Like you guys may go long spells without being intimate with each other, but then come back together. And it's like you know you're not good for each other, because we even got here forbidden fruit. And I feel like once you come back together, something happens, and then here comes the boundary, and then you go away. But then you come back to each other, and it starts all over again. It's a forbidden fruit that someone keeps going back to. It's like, I know that this is not the path. I know that we should not be together. But there's still this maybe feeling safe, because we got protection. Maybe feeling safe when you're together. Maybe because you know each other and you don't want to sleep with other people, but you feel safe sleeping with each other, even though you know the two of you are not good for each other. Capricorns, I feel like you are being called to go into a new direction. You may know you need to go into a new direction, but you keep getting called back to someone that feels forbidden, feels toxic. See, yeah, this could be someone you're divorced from, you could be divorced from this person or broken up from this person. It says terminating the marriage, separation will be costly. Yep, and look, it even says a complicated relationship. So you have a complicated relationship with this person. So this could be someone that you are divorced from, that you go back to, or someone that you've been with for a long time, but you keep going back to each other. It's a complicated relationship. It's a karmic connection, which says that it's full of turbulence. You have past life unresolved issues, and it's an unsustainable relationship. Yeah, maybe because of a lot of time. There could have been a lot of time invested where, like I said, you may feel safe with this person, even though you know that it's not the right path for you. Yeah, see, I told you mutual feelings. The feelings are mutual. But I feel like it's not being shown because we got here poker face. It says two-faced, lack of expression, hiding true feelings. So the feelings are mutual, but someone is hiding. Someone is hiding here. Look, oh, we got here, sex is coming out. Someone is being fake. Someone, that's why it showed up as mutual. Someone is being fake. You see how we were going through this, feeling like, oh, like, because you have history with this person. But someone in this connection, because they don't want to just sleep with anyone, they're being fake. So the feelings may not be mutual anymore. Because I feel like at one point, the feelings were mutual. But someone is turning up to be fake. So someone is putting on a show, acting like the mutuals are still feelings. I mean, the feelings are still mutual. I'm sorry, y'all. Someone is becoming fake. At one point, you guys were going back to each other and it was fine, right? But until boundaries were set. But I feel like at some point, someone changed. Someone changed because of why? Because maybe they want to be intimate with you. Maybe that's all that they want. Because they haven't been intimate with anyone else. And they don't trust anyone else to be intimate with. Maybe because of a vacation. Maybe because they want to go somewhere. And they only feel comfortable going with you. Maybe you're going to take them on one. It's using. Now, someone may be using the other one. It's not a real love connection. It's not a real love connection. This is coming up fake now. That's why it's toxic. Because it feels like codependency. It feels like using. It's a karmic connection. It's an unsustainable relationship. You're being called to go in a new direction, but the past is hindering you. See, look, we got mixed feelings. See, didn't I say that? At one point they're in, but then they got out. They got out. Conflicting feelings. Unsure about the relationship. At some point, your desires were aligned, but somebody went off and changed up, but then now only coming back because of what they can get out of it. Yeah, we got here trapped in an unpleasant situation, feeling stuck. I feel like this is you. Yep. We got here reconciliation. So I feel like this has become unpleasant for you. But you can't escape because look, they come back in. Something they says is something that they say that pulls you back in. But then they take off. This person has some sort of hold on you, Capricorn. Because you feel stuck. You feel like you can't escape from them. They have some sort of hold. They come in, they may sweet talk you, and I feel like you fall for it. When they return, they come back saying they want to work things out. I feel like they breadcrumb you. And then they take off. Because look at here. And then here it starts all over again. Here comes the apology. They run. And then we got here, string of bad relationship. Here comes that karmic cycle, the evil eye, curse. And then they come back and apologize. You may be feeling trapped. And you may be trapped because of some sort of curse. Even right here, look at the mirror. There's some sort of curse. This person has some sort of hold on you. And it feels like a curse. For some of you, it really is a curse. Because it's like, why can't I break free from this karmic connection? Because of some sort of curse. Whether it's an actual curse or it feels like a curse because of something that's holding you tied to this person. Maybe it's money, I don't know. But you feel trapped in this cycle. And like you can't get out of it. because they come back in and I feel like you fall for it, and then they take off and then they come back again. Yep, look at here, because you may feel like this person is your rock. You had at some point a solid foundation. See, security and stability. This person provides something for you. I feel like that's what you're holding on to, the old them. You're holding on to this person being loving and supportive at one point. Because remember, at one point there was mutual feelings. At one point there was love and support. At one point there was a solid foundation. At one point you felt secure and stable. And that's what you're holding on to, that one point. But how can you feel secure and stable when this person comes in and then leaves? And then when they come back, you fall for it because of what you had at one point. You know what's actually trapped? What you're actually trapped by? The memories of who they once were. That's how they're able to get over on you, because you think that who they once were is going to return. You think that what you once had with them is going to return. And that's where the reconciliation comes in. We can work things out. It's going to be better. I promise you I've changed. Only for you to feel let down. And just when you're getting ready to move on, just when you're getting ready to let go, they call you. They come right back. They come right back just when you're getting ready to move on. And then you go right back through that karmic cycle again. Tell me about Capricorns. We got obsessive thinking coming in for you guys. It says, if you are obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Doing so will help bring you clarity. Because you could be obsessing over this connection. It's a problem. This is a problem for you. There's some sort of dilemma. And there go that apple. And remember we saw that forbidden fruit apple? This person has some sort of hold. Like even when you're obsessively thinking about them. Spirit's saying turn this over to spirit. Because doing so will help bring you clarity and actually help solve the problem. Because you're being called to go into a new direction. But this person comes back in to pull you back in. We got here. So yeah, see, I feel like there's some sort of drama in their life. Because I feel like they may go through something stressful. And because, see, you both are used to being each other's rock. Love, you provided some sort of love and support, right, for each other. But I feel like that shifted to where it was only you providing that love and support. Because you had to assert boundaries with this person. And they'll take off, but then they'll come back. That's because you are being the one that's more so stable. You're the one that's more supportive. And they're going through some sort of stress. They're going through some sort of challenge, some sort of drama, and they come back to you for comfort. They come back to you for support. They come back to you when they want to feel a vacation from the stress that they have created in their life. And Spirit's saying surrender to that drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute. Don't contribute to it. And look at here. Surrender to now. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly. See, you're not seeing this person clearly. That's what I was telling you guys. You see them for who they were in the past. They have changed. Because we saw it right here. They're plastic now. Poker face. They have changed. They're not that same person that they were when the two of you were together. This person has changed and you have not been able to see that. That's why it says accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. And we saw twice about you seeing things clearly and needing to make a decision. So I feel like you are going to have to make a decision. Do you keep going through this karmic cycle with this person, or do you go into this new direction? Because this is not someone that is going to change, and this is not someone that you're going to be able to fix. Spirit is saying surrender the idea you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Remember, you're this person's rock. It's not balanced anymore. At one point it was, it's not. You can't go back and fix this person. And see, here's the mirror. Remember, we saw the mirror right here. You're trapped in this karmic situation, but here's a new mirror, a mirror of success, a mirror of opportunities. It says here, you are ready to experience abundance. This is going to keep you stuck in this cycle where you're not going to experience abundance. But if you go in this new direction that you're being called into, Spirit says you are ready to experience abundance. That will bring your abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So you're going to be faced with a choice, and surrender to prayer to help you. But you're going to be faced with a choice. Are you going to still be dealing with this person and their drama? Or are you going to surrender to success and go down this new path that you're being called? Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers. Because you're not gonna know what to do. You're gonna need help. And answers and support will arrive. Let me pull this down. Answers and support will arrive, okay? So let's see what's going to happen with you and this person next. What's going to happen with Capricorns and this person? We got location change, a change in home. Look, love lesson learned. So what's next is you're going to make a choice. This choice is going to lead to a location change, a change in the home or feeling of home. Because what's attached to this? Lesson, a shift in perspective, raising your vibration, and love lessons learned. So as you're turning the chapter here. Why? Because you're surrendering to prayer, and here comes divine intervention. Angels are helping. Trust the divine plan. Believe in miracles. So when you change the page, this looks like 1 and 2. So as you change or turn, as you turn one page, I feel like this divine intervention that's going to help is going to bring in a soul connection. But you have to, making that sacrifice, because remember, that person was a soulmate. It was a karmic soulmate. But I feel like here, Spirit is going to intervene, and this feels like having another person. Because you made the painful decision, because you felt like that person was your soulmate. Let me see, clarify this soulmate energy, because I feel like this is someone, this is definitely someone new with this Page of Cups that I was having a hard time grabbing. That's a new energy. Tell me about this soulmate. Yep, 3. There's a third party entering in. But I feel like whoever this third party is, at some point, I don't know at what point in your life they're going to come in. But at some point, whoever this other person is, you're going to feel like it's not going to work out with them. Maybe because they're young. I don't know, because we saw the page. There could be an age difference or a maturity difference in emotions. You're going to feel like that person may not be your person. You're going to be thinking that it won't work out. Tell me about this soulmate, because it feels like I said someone new out of nowhere. Yep, it's the 8 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, see, this is the 8 of Wands. So out of nowhere, here comes someone else that's part of your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune, you're changing that wheel, you're turning that wheel. You've learned your lesson from this karmic cycle. Here comes this new cycle out of nowhere with another person. See, an end to the past. The wheel is changing, and here comes a surprise. Ace of Wands. That's going to light you up. It's going to excite you. But you're going to feel like it's not going to work. See? Feeling trapped. negatively, thinking negative, even though you feel lit up and you feel excited about this connection. Yeah, see, because you're trying to get over heartbreak from the past, because it's coming in as you're healing, because we got the Three of Swords and Temperance. And see, we got here the Seven of Pentacles too. It's coming in at a time where I feel like you're trying to heal from the past, because there's some sort of betrayal here. But it's over with. And so when this other person comes in, you're going to be thinking negative about them, even though you're going to feel excited. But it's coming at a time where you're trying to heal from the past. I don't know exactly. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. We got here boundaries. You're going to be... Oh, wow. You're still going to be waiting. It's like you moved on from this person, but I feel like there's still this expectation of that past person coming back. Because see, I feel like you feel used, and I feel like you can't believe it. Like, how could they use me? Because I feel like you're going to be waiting for them, maybe waiting for them to apologize to you. Maybe you're waiting for them to show that they actually cared. Because I feel like it's going to be bothering you how things ended with that past person, because of the history that you shared with this person. They're going to do something grimy, and I feel like you're going to be waiting for them to apologize, because I don't feel like, I don't know if they will, but I feel like you're going to be waiting for them to apologize. And then out of nowhere, here comes this other person, and that's going to light you up, but you're still going to be feeling powerless. You're still going to be stuck in the middle. That's why both pages aren't completely flat, because as you're moving into this new earth energy, you're still trying to get over the pain and heal in time from what happened with someone that you shared a big part of your life with, who did you grimy. So it's a process. It's a process. That's why Spirit's saying surrender to prayer. It's a process. Let's get one more card. Yeah, and surrender your attachment to results. It says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen and then let go of the results. Holding on. See? Holding on and maybe waiting because you expect them to come back. But Spirit's saying surrender your expectations. Surrender your attachment to how this person should show back up. It says holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Because you're going to be stuck in this middle. It's like, yeah, you learned your lesson, but then there's a part of you that's going to go back to expecting an apology or expecting someone to show that they care when really they changed, and they haven't changed in a good way. So you're going to be kind of in limbo. All right, that's going to conclude your reading, Capricorns. Catch you guys later. Bye.